Hi, it's Wednesday, so it's all about our desk health in our LIT Health and Wellbeing series. My name's Eoin. I'm a Chartered Physiotherapist and I'm a lecturer with the Dept of Sport, Leisure and Tourism here in LIT. What we're going to look at today is desk health. Tips and strategies that you can use to get yourself moving better so you don't feel stiff and sore at the end of the day. So let's get started. So what we're talking today is desk health, how to look after our back, look after our shoulders and neck, so at the end of the day, we're not stiff and sore after a day's work at the desk, especially when we're working at home. So the first thing is I want to take us through a day. When you wake up in the morning, your discs, because we've been lying on a bed, our discs can take on extra fluid. And obviously because they're bigger, there can be more pressure. So if we sit straight away, it puts pressure one side, which pushes on the other side. So there's things we can do at the start of the day before we sit down to really help us. And especially if you get any shooting pains down your leg, any sciatica, this will really help. So I call these my morning routine. So your morning routine is going to start by trying to reduce the viscosity or the fluid in the disc. So what do? The first thing we do when we get in is lie on the ground and just pain-free extend up and back down. Now what I'd ask you to do is do this with me. If you do this once, it's like inertia. If you've never done it, you'll never think to do it. If you do all the stuff I do in this 15-minute video, it will really help you. Doing it once will get you in the habit of doing it. So let's just lie down on the ground and you're gonna just extend up your elbows and then back down. Now only go to a pain-free range. 2, then we're gonna come up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give the arms a bit of a workout. The next one you're going to do is have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Arch your back down, come up. Again, only move in a pain-free range, but we want to drop our back, then raise our back slightly, drop our back, raise our back slightly. And what we're doing here, as I said, this helps get the discs moving again after lying down all night, reduces the amount of water, or it's called viscosity, in the disc, which then keeps the disc nice and safe and doesn't put as much pressure on our back when we have to sit down for the day. Just do a few more, just move up and down. Again, 10 of everything is fine. And the last thing I just want to do is switch on the core. So I find the middle position, lift up the stomach, raise my right hand and right arm and left leg, and let's make 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down. Arch slightly, come all the way up, find the middle, lift your stomach away from the ground, right arm, left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down. Lift, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down. Find that middle, lift the stomach. This switches on the core muscles. And back down. And it's like we say, like tu smat Latin Hibra in Irish. A good start is half the work. If we set our back up at the start of the day with just this 3-minute routine, find the middle, opposite side, it's going to make a massive difference. Back down. And back down. And last one, left side. Lifting the stomach up. Good. So, when we have that morning routine done, that's going to really help. Another thing you can do is a power walk for 5 or 10 minutes is absolutely brilliant at the start of the day because again, it reduces the size of the disc. Okay. So we've had a good start to the day. Now we want to position ourselves correctly. When we're in our chair, the first thing you want to do, especially if you have any low back ache or to prevent low back pain, is you sit right back into the chair. Get a towel. Here's one I rolled up earlier. You roll up your towel. The towel goes into the small of the back. Okay, so you sit right in. No point me being out here and then having the towel. So I sit right into the chair. I put the towel in the small of the back and that keeps the natural arches that I want. This Laptop is a little small. If you have a book, try raise up your laptop so your eyes are looking straight ahead. But if we have our towel here, it's a nice start, sitting back into the chair. Another problem I see, especially when we're hunched in this position, is we're looking down a lot. We're looking down at our phones like this a lot, even in our breaks, okay? This is like a new phenomenon now over the last 10 years. I've never seen what's called like anterior translation of the vertebrae in the neck, but I'm seeing it loads more now because people are constantly looking down. So if you're using your phone, even during a break, place your elbows on the table. That way that if I'm working on my phone, I can see what's going on here. Okay, so rather than always looking down, place the elbows on the table so you're looking directly at your phone. That's the second thing then. We've had a good start with our morning routine. Maybe we've done a 5-minute walk, and I'll talk through about the walk routine at the end of the day. We've positioned ourselves correctly. Now, the position of yourself isn't as important as the next thing I'm going to talk about, which I call micro breaks. If I pull my finger back like this all day, it would get very sore. That's the same when we're sitting down. If I'm in a poor position all day, we're going to get sore. If I was pulling back my finger like this, if I wanted to relieve the pain, I would then move my finger the opposite direction. That's exactly what we need to do with the back. We're sitting in this flex position, or our head out here. We need to get out of those positions. Research has shown that people who take micro breaks, 1 minute for every hour they were sitting, had no increase in back pain compared to those who sat all day, had significant increases in back pain from the start of the day to the end of the day. Okay, so for every hour you're sitting, you might have to set a timer to try stand. I'm going to show you a few little drills I do that you could do for your 1 minute that you're standing up. Now these will take a little bit more than a minute, but you can just pick one of these. So every hour, if I've been sitting for an hour, I'm going to stand up. First ones I'm going to do is just bring my arms, especially if it's low back, interlink my fingers, arms overhead, I squeeze my bum, I reach up. Now again, please do these with me. Practice these. Stand up, interlink the fingers, reach, 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 breath in, reach, 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 up, breath in, reach, 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 breathe out as you lower your hands, 4, squeeze the bum, reach, 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 5, 6, reach, 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 squeezing her bum, and that's really relieving off the pressure, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another one again, especially if you have our neck pain, I'll show you a couple for neck pain, but we're going to tuck the chin in and turn our thumbs towards the opposite wall. So, grow up nice and tall. Imagine something's pulling us up from the top of our crown of our head. Breath in, breathe out, turn the thumbs to the opposite wall. I'll feel that between my shoulder blades, and I might feel a little bit here. And I'm squeezing my bum. Relax again. Reach up. Imagine something's pulling you up tall. Turn the thumbs and back down. Turn the thumbs and back down. Breath in. Reach up. Turn your thumbs, breathe out. Back down. Reach. Tuck your chin in slightly. Turn the thumbs. Back down. Tuck in, turn the thumbs. Do this with me, 3 more. Tuck the thumb, turn your thumbs. Reaching up tall. 2 more. Reaching up tall, turning those thumbs right back. Now if you can only go halfway, that's fine. Last one, tuck the chin in, reaching up tall. Turn your thumbs. Good. Okay, so there are the 2 I would do for my back. Now I'm going to talk about your shoulders and your neck. Again, with micro breaks, you don't have to do them like these structure. Even just getting up, going to the toilet, going for a walk, they all make a massive difference. But don't be sitting at your desk. For every hour you're sitting at your desk, you want to stand for 1 minute. If it's your neck that gets very sore, or people along the tops of our shoulders, there's two things that we want to do. The first is we got to remember what position we're in. Just like our finger, when we pull it back, how we fix that is we move it in the opposite direction. When we're sitting at a desk, this is the position we're getting. Our muscles get tight at the back, and those joints get overloaded. So what we want to do is tuck your chin in and grow up tall at the top of your head and back in. Okay, so go again. Tuck the chin in. Now I'm not looking down, my eyes are still looking straight ahead. Reach up. And I should feel that in the upper part of my back. Feel a nice little stretch. Back in. Tuck the chin in. Grow up tall. And relax. Tuck the chin in. Grow up tall and relax. To add to that, take your shoulder blade and imagine you have to scoop it down underneath. So I tuck my chin in and I scoop my shoulder blades down. Now that can feel uncomfortable because you're causing a stretch there. Just go whatever's comfortable for you and back down. And that's even better if we have traction. So if you can hold on to something, say like a door jamb, I tuck my chin in, scoop my shoulder blade down, and then just give a little bit of a traction, a little bit of a pull on that arm. And relax. Grow up tall. That lengthens the back of the neck. Scoop your shoulder blades back and down. Cause a little bit of a traction. Just hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Tuck the chin in. Scoop the shoulder blades down. And just pull. So I'm just letting that, pulling myself away from that door jamb or something that you're holding. And again, little and often of these will make a massive, massive difference. We'll just do 2 more, sorry. Tuck in, cause that traction, hold that position, 3, 2, 1, good. Just remember, you want to be practicing these now. Tuck the chin in, eyes to look straight ahead. Scoop the shoulder blades down, that lengthens the neck nicely. Cause a little bit of traction if you want. And I'm holding that, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. As I said, the research is out there. I would rather you do your micro breaks and sit in a poor position than sit in a great position all day but never move. The research shows that getting up, moving, reversing the position you've been in, that makes the biggest difference to help prevent back pain. Okay, so it's important that you're setting yourself little reminders. The max I would go is 2 hours, but then I'd have to stand for 2 minutes or do that routine. Sometimes you're going to tell me, look, it's not possible to get up. I'm too in work. I just can't get away from the desk for that hour. It'll have to be 2 hours. Okay, if that's the case, there's a thing called a modified micro break that I would do. A modified micro break, again, so say if I had my good position, we don't want to stay in any position for too long. Even a good position, if it's over 8 hours, becomes a bad position. We want to change it up. So how do we change it up? I can put that to the side. I'm on my laptop. I come to the edge of my chair and I drop my leg. You can think about it, your hip flexors are very stiff and tight in this position. I want to drop my leg over here, and that causes a nice stretch on that leg position. Now, because I'm still sitting down, I want to hold this for 2 minutes at least. And now I'm doing it. You see the way, if this is in a good position, it allows me to sit back up straight, and I can really just do my chin tucks and just hold that position as I work away on my desk. So I'm going to hold that for 2 minutes, bring that leg up, pull that opposite leg down, and now I'm going to cause that to be a stretch. So again, when we're doing it, again, practice. I really, don't just watch me now, do these things. Even if you're not sitting, sit down for a second, come to the edge of the chair, drop your leg. You do this one time, you're going to go like, geez, that's very handy, Eoin. Okay, if you don't do it, you won't remember. Okay, see the way that puts my back in a good position, lengthens that hip flexor, which will take a lot of pressure off. Okay, we're nearly there. We want to talk about the end of the day. You should finish with a 5 or 10 minute walk if at all possible, a power walk. So when we're doing that, there's cross chains that go from our glutes across our back into our arm. So when we're walking, we're swinging our arms nice and quickly, like we just do a power walk. Swing our arms outside. 5 or 10 minutes of that will allow you to really reset, because at the end of the day, if you've been sitting all day, you might be a bit stiff and sore. Also, being out in the fresh air will just get you invigorated again. Everybody should have 5 minutes. Sometimes we can make excuses. You can leave the house 5 minutes, walk to the end of your estate, or walk, if you're in the country, walk around your house. A quick power walk, even to the kitchen, will make a big difference. It engages those chains across the body, across the back, which really support us. Okay, we've learned a lot of stuff here that can help you now with your back, especially at your desk. In the morning, remember, the discs take on extra fluid. They're a little bit larger in size. We want to reduce that size before we sit down or before we lift something heavy. We can lie on the stomach, extend ourselves up, or do a power walk. That will reduce the viscosity in the disc. Secondly, when we're at our desk, position is important. Have a rolled up towel, sit right in, and have that position here. Have your laptop raised so your eyes are at eye level, not looking down. If you're using your phone, have your hands on the desk so that you're looking directly at your phone rather than looking down like this. That will take a lot of pressure off your neck. Remember the importance of micro breaks. For every hour you're sitting, you should be standing for at least 1 minute. If you can't stand, what you do is move to the edge, drop your leg, and hold that position for 2 minutes. And lastly, if you can, 5 minutes. Who doesn't have 5 minutes to go for a power walk at the end of the day? Like, I'm a chartered physio, I specialize in back pain. This has helped people having to stop go for surgeries that have had like a drop foot and like shooting pains down their legs. If you do these things, it will keep your back really healthy, especially when you're at home working at your desk. That's it for today. I hope you picked up some tips and strategies can help you feeling better at your desk. Tune in tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. where Serena is going to be talking all things beauty.